got my lunch around me. That's not a good way to start. Hello everybody, my name is Aidan and like I said, today's video was mainly just going to be about me explaining a few things on like what I'm like and my life and my experiences. So it's sort of going to be like one of those draw my life videos, except with the drawing, and it's going to be me talking, and I'm going to have some nice music playing in the background, but not for this clip, because this clip is the intro clip. So that's basically what's going on. So, well, we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to start from when I was born and all the way up till now, and I'm just going to be going over specific events that happen, and then through those events, hopefully you guys get a better understanding of myself, and I'll pull the curtains a bit more so the lighting's a bit better, and hopefully with this better understanding you'll get to understand why some of the things that I do and why people know me and help me. So without further ado, with this very long-winded intro, let's begin. So let's begin. 2001, July 24th. I was born into the world. I was pretty fat, and, well, I still am. What can I say about that? And this video isn't going to be one of those comedic videos for the sake of being comedic. It's mainly going to be trying to be a more serious take. And then from 2001, not a lot exactly happened, except I was born, and I learned to talk, learned to walk, and learned to know that the world is a scary and rude and a horrible place. And basically from there, my first primary school, Hangleton Junior School, and infant school, which now is Hangleton Primary, so we'll just call it Hangleton for the sake of the video. Anyway, basically that was basically where my life really started to pick up and kick off, and everything started to go swell. Everyone was happy-doody, everyone was happy, smiles all around. And on the first day of school, surprisingly enough, I was actually on holiday. I was in Haven with my family, but we woke up early in the morning and my mum drove me back to Hangleton, and that day I met 3 friends, which I'm only actually friends with one. Now, I met Toby, Daniel and Jude. You know Jude. Jude's been on a lot of my videos. I'm still friends with Jude to this day. And then Toby and Daniel, we were friends, but then now we've sort of driven apart. But the thing is with Jude has been with me through a lot of trials and tribulations. He's been there by my side and helped me through a lot of things. So back onto the story of Hangleton. When I was at the infant school, the way I acted, I was a bit of a nutter. I was a complete and utter wreck. I was completely mental, and nobody questioned why. I met quite a few other friends through Hangleton, and basically through there, the infant school clocked that I maybe had something wrong with me, and they at the time thought it was ADHD. Turns out it wasn't ADHD, and in year 6, just by the end of year 6, I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, which is a mild form of autism. And that is where most of the things started to spiral downhill. And one of the days that I was generally in tears of was the last day of year 6, as one, I was the only one in my school that I knew that went to Shoreham Academy, except for Tommy Doane. He who was in a year above me, but he went to Shoreham, and I told him, oh, I'm probably going to be going to Shoreham. And he said, yep, okay, see you there. And then we sort of became more friends for him. We got Shoreham, and then we both ended up taking drama, and then that ended up happening. So basically from there, I ended up crying on the day, and I'm wearing the shirt. Like, this shirt we got, and it was huge, and it was a Spain shirt on that day. There is a picture that I have that has me in tears on the day of year 6, sort of with my arm around a friend that was also one of my good friends, Sam, who also had the same surname as me. So, and on that day, from there, everything changed. And now we move on to talking about the bad stuff. between each segment, I'm gonna mainly just discuss these things. I'm gonna talk about something that's really changed and impacted my life. But I need to grab something quick to show you guys. Right, this here is a picture of my great granddad. I idoled this man, and he was honestly, at the point, he was one of my only friends before I hit school. And well, whilst I was in year 1 at Hangleton, he passed away of lung cancer, and I'm trying so hard to keep myself together and compose myself, and like, I knew doing something like this would happen. And when he passed away, everyone was worried, everyone was concerned about me. All of my friends at school were asking the teachers where was I, and for that week after he passed, I was in honest tears for the whole week. And he was just that person. He was an inspiration for me. He picked me up when I was down. We played, we shared, we laughed, and then fucking cancer took him away from me. Fucking cancer took my friend, my great granddad, away from me. And I'm trying not to tear up, but I'm just, and God. And then a similar thing happened to my nanny Cager. Yet again, it was another strike of cancer to our family, and cancer has been one of the biggest killers to our family, and it has taken out so many of us. And well, all of us that have struggled to get over it, we've all grieved. But when that week, when my granddad passed away, I can remember the day exactly. At the beginning of the day, I woke up, I asked my mum, can we go see Granddad? Can we go see Granddad? Can we go see Granddad? She said, okay, after school. About 10 minutes later, she got a phone call from my great nan. My great nan was in tears, and well, my mum kept so cool to keep it together and to not tell me. I went around, I think it was a Monday or a Friday. I think that's it. And I did my school day, my normal school day as per usual. Everything was fine and everything was dandy. And then afterwards, like my mum said, she took me to Granddad's and he was gone. And then when my nan said the word, he passed away, I just broke down. And I just started bursting into tears. Keep in mind, at this point, I think I was about 5, I think. It was either 2006 or 2005. I'm not too sure. I was either 5 or 4. And I couldn't stop crying for a full week. My mum called in the school and reported that I wouldn't be in. And then that just, I said, reported all the concern. But I like to remember the good times when I had these little miniature cars and we would run around in the kitchen on the kitchen tops and play with them. And well, he was amazing to me. He felt like I was everything. But right now I guess it's time to move on to the second stage in my life. And well, this fucking man, he was my freaking hero, and I just fucking love him. fucking love him to freaking pieces. And it's just, cancer's a killer. And if I could cure cancer, I would. Because cancer is a real bitch. But now, gotta try and compose myself and then move on to where we talk about the second stage in my life. So, this is being recorded roughly 5 minutes later, as after that clip, I ended up breaking down, and I did end up crying. So, oh dear. Right, let's move on to talking about Shoreham Academy, and oh boy, I'm still at Shoreham. It's being a rough ride, but let's just talk about year 7 through to 11, and then I'll explain to you what's going to be going on to my future after that, and then from there we'll move on to the final segment, well, final 2 segments at least. So let's start with year 7. In year 6, I was invited to go for a little day where it would just be me and my mum, and we were sort of given a tour around the school and what it was like. And in year 7 is basically where everything all picked up. On my taster day, I was sort of on my own. I had no one to be with, but then I ended up making friends with Robbie, and then you guys know who Robbie was, and then coincidentally, me and Robbie ended up in the same form, and then, well, yeah, then through year 7, the main problem of bullying at Shoreham Academy began. Now, I'm going to talk about bullying quickly. I have been bullied all the way since year 5. I have been bullied, and we were thinking at Shoreham Academy, going Shoreham Academy would stop being bullied, and what happened? It continued, and I'm still sort of being bullied all the way into year 11, and that's how much of a problem bullying it is. And let's say I got into my first school fight in year 7 as well. Yeah, that was fun. And let's just say I had a PE teacher who hated me, who actually despised me. And when Jordan joined the school in year 7, at first me and Jordan weren't friends, and basically in PE Jordan got put in my group. Jordan was an arsehole to me, and I was an arsehole back, and basically every time he would blame it on me. And let's just say I got into a lot of attention. Then eventually it had to be that my mum had to step in and intervene. That's how bad it was, and I'm not going to name names. Let's just call him unimportant teacher number 4. I don't know. So now we move on to year 8. A similar thing happened in year 8, except in year 8 I picked up my flair for drama. Now in year 7, I did really well in drama. I was one of the highest grades in my class, actually, and I got put into the Apex program, which is basically, you're really good at this thing, so we're going to highlight that you're good at this thing. So yeah. So I got put into the Apex. Sorry about that. Skype call. Got Skyped, really should have put priority, but I don't know how to do that. Anyway, so back to where I was going. I was Apex in drama, and basically it's like, I was amazing, so yeah. And that will come back down the line later, I'll tell you that now. So basically that's what happened in year 8, and then I got into another fight, and that was, yeah, again, quite fun. So that was fine, and guess what? The bullying continued, and it actually started to get worse. See what the pattern's forming, can't you? And then in year 9, I ended up taking my first subject for a GCSE. The weird thing with Shoreham Academy is that we take a subject in like year 9. I mean, it's just to get us an extra GCSE, and I ended up taking ICT. And yet again, the teacher was an arse. So that was fun, dealing with bad teachers. That is always brilliant, isn't it? And luckily I ended up getting a C in it, so Whew. Happy with that. And the bullying got worse, but this was at the point where the school actually intervened and actually started to do stuff about the bullying, because they actually saw how it was affecting me on a mental level, as in I was breaking down in tears frequently, crying, refusing to go to lessons, refusing to go to school, and that's things that kids shouldn't have, as education is incredibly important, and that's coming from me, someone who doesn't exactly pay attention that much. So yeah, that's nice. And basically the school intervened and it sort of calmed down for a bit. And then we moved into year 10. I had to take 3 more GCSEs this year for year 10, and that I ended up picking drama, history, and media. Media I am really good at, and I've actually got an A star in my coursework, so I'm happy with that. Drama's the one where this is the one that had the biggest impact, as Miss Shakespeare, who was our teacher, hold on, I'll drop something. Miss Shakespeare, who was our teacher, I've known since year 7, as she was the head of Wells, which was the sort of sub-school that I was part in Shoreham Academy, and she was incredibly nice to me, and then she ended up being my drama teacher, as we also had Miss Hopkins, who was only for 1 time a week on Friday. And basically, she helped me through a lot of things, dealing with emotions and stuff like that. But in year 10, it's where it really started to kick in. After about 3 months of the bullying gone, it came back, and it came back hard, like a ton of bricks, and I just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and my emotional issues and everything just went wrong. What could have gone wrong, went wrong. And that's basically what you need to know about that. History, right there. And then at the end of the year, I got my grades, and I ended up passing core science with a C, and ICT with a C. So that was pretty good. And now we're here to year 11. It's coming to the point where I've been dealing with a lot of crap this year, but we'll get to that in the next segment. And going through that stuff has really changed me. So enough talking about year 11. Nothing's really happened in year 11, to be completely honest. So let's move on and talking about the thing that is, if it's going to make me burst down in tears on camera, it's going to be this next part. Right, this next event all started in year 8, and it finished in year 9, but I'm still having emotional issues, and this is the point where I'm talking about, depending on what things you go through, shit like this can really, deep down, scar a person. In year 8, something happened to me that I regret. That never should have happened. And it was just by chance, and well, it all stemmed into multiple things. Stemming that the police had to get involved in it, actually. And that was fun. And then in year 9, I had to pull out of doing Oliver, which was our school's performance because of this, because the week that this event took place crippled me. And the way I'm referring to it is so you guys don't know, because this is a private event, like really, really freaking private. And this will probably be a quick segment. And let's just say, 2 years on from that event, and I'm still struggling to deal with it. I'm struggling to cope, and it's gotten to the point where now CAMS have gotten involved, and they think I may actually now have another thing wrong with me. They think I may now actually have some form of depression. So that's lovely. So I'm an autistic, depressed mess, is basically what they're trying to say. But that's not the point. I've grown, I've become a bigger person from this event, and I've grown to the point where I can safely give advice to people, and this is where my whole analogy of I want to make people happy, and I want to make everyone smile. And if that sounds similar to someone, then yeah, it probably does, if you get what I'm on about. And then another thing, that weekend was actually afterwards the case. Yes, it was a case, as in like a briefcase. Basically, we went on holiday, and before that, on the Friday, I fainted, almost, and then I got a new 3DS XL out of it, so, and I got these things out of it as well, and going on to those, during my time, that, and obviously, Kingdom Hearts have been sort of things that have helped me get through everything apart through the past 2 years. I found Kingdom Hearts middle of last year, and I've liked MLP since year 7, but it was only in year 9 where, I mean, not season 7, since year 7, I think I said season 7, I'm not sure, that everyone knew. And let's just say that didn't help the bullying case. No, that just completely ruined it. But that was okay. I didn't care. Because I knew it would make me a stronger person if I did. And I started to admit to a lot of secrets that I had been holding. And, well, it changed me. And a lot of people now know me as this is the person I am. Now, glad to have that over quickly. Now, during this outro segment, I want to display a few things for you guys. Now, through this next segment, I just want to show images of me and my friends and people that have touched my heart and have been amazing to me and have welcomed me into theirs as well. I mean, the song that's playing right now is named Friends in My Heart, so that's a cool thing that you guys can use as trivia, and these guys are amazing, so if you see yourselves in this segment, then, well, thank you for just being brilliant, for being amazing friends that have been there for when I need it, and when I needed it most, and, well, I hope with you guys being here and being brilliant and being amazing and doing all of your little things, like, I'm just being pure brilliance about, like, helping me through everything. I just like to say thank you to everyone here that's been a part of my life, anyone, and then, that's a funny picture of Jude. I don't have any more of a lager beer though, unfortunately. So, just looking at this, and then just looking at all this stuff coming back and all the people that I've been made, and then just some other things that people have done for me, people being amazing and other stuff, and then some general other things that I'm gonna just post at the end, other things that have like that moments that I've shared. Like this is a picture of me and George yesterday when we got a Kingdom Hearts mod working on Minecraft, and then while that's there, then that is obviously Blitz, so you guys know.
Got it memorized?
That's Tom, so So, yeah, that has been my story. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to comment, like and subscribe, go for that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been Aidan,